Have you ever fallen asleep in class and just started imagining crazy stuff flying at you from all sides? Neither have I, but that's what happens in this game. I'm Crypto Spook from Crime War Gaming.
And this is Moriarty.
Today we are bringing you a game called Project Shield. I will say that the keyboard he implemented in the game is one of the better ones that I've used.
Oh yeah? Mm-hmm. I hate all of the keyboards that I've used.
That one was not bad.
Especially the Steam VR keyboard. That one's awful.
Oh yeah, that one's really bad. Have you seen the newest iteration of it where you have to use both controllers at the same time? You have to use the thumb pad to move around half of the keyboard for each of them.
Oh, that sounds awful.
It is. It's terrible.
I saw a guy on Twitter sent me a picture of a VR keyboard he was working on, and it looks really, really, really cool. You have like these marionettes.
What? So there's like wires coming out of your fingers that you're using to hit the keyboard?
Exactly. But it looks really, really neat.
So this game is about blocking pencils from flying at your face with a C-sharp book. And you're supposed to catch the apples and they give you back full health. And you can also catch a ruler, which allows you to slice the pencils out of the air. But you do have to be very accurate with it.
A wave-based shooter, only you're not shooting anything.
I guess you could call it that. And you also had to maintain 360 degrees of vigilance, primarily with your ears. And as the game progressed, you actually did spend quite a bit of time trying to figure out exactly where the sound came from because there's so many dang pencil sharpeners in this room that are shooting the pencils at you.
Is this the only mode?
This is the only mode in the game, yes.
So this is the full game?
This is the full game, yes.
First off, having 360 degrees is not good in any VR game because we do not have wireless integrated into headsets yet. We'll have adapters later this year, but it won't be integrated into the headsets until 2018 at the earliest. Having us spin around 360 degrees, all that does is get us caught up and confused and disoriented. Don't do it. It's a terrible idea. Secondly, what is this game?
This is Pencil Dodger 101.
I understand that you had to create something, but what is this game?
I think this is my first C-sharp project.
It feels a little first project-y, and you know what? So be it. And I'm pretty sure it is only one guy who's made this game, which is fine. But it's not really a game. I certainly wouldn't pay for it.
That's a good point. I don't know that I would either. It looks like this is designed to have more game modes in it, eventually, perhaps. And I will say that it was not badly implemented. A couple pointers I have for the developer. It's way too dark. You need to brighten the level up. You did a fairly good job with the audio cues, and maybe this is something where 7.1 surround sound headset would really shine, but with the stock earbuds that came with the Vive, and they did come with my Vive, apparently not Moriarty's, it was fairly hard to figure out exactly where the sound came from. But that said, the mechanics of the game were actually pretty well implemented. Well explained. I mean, there wasn't really much to explain here. There's not a lot of complex mechanics involved in blocking pencils with a C-sharp book.
Did you have fun?
I did actually have a little bit of fun the first time I played it.
The first time?
The second time it got a little bit repetitive. I felt like I could apply some more skill to it, but I could not.
This is not a game that you get better at.
Especially not with the skill curve. And this game does have a good skill curve. That's another thing that I can compliment him on. He did a good job implementing it. The amount of pencils it fires at you very slowly ramps up and allows you to get better at the game as you're playing it. Now, that's not necessarily a replacement for having selectable difficulty. So maybe add that in and be able to just immediately ramp up to the difficulty you want to play at instead of having to go through the slow beginning of every level.
Every level. There's one level.
Well, okay, touche. Good point. I was going off the assumption that there would be more made for this game. Because in its current state, I would have a hard time recommending it, depending on the price.
It's $1.
Okay, for $1, I would say, okay, this is something you can get $1's worth of entertainment out of. I'll take that for $1. Har, har, har.
So for $1, you kind of get what you get here. It's better than some of the stuff that I've seen people pay $5 for, so I'm not going to begrudge them too much. You got to get rid of this 360-degree stuff. We don't have wireless in our headsets, and that just means we're getting caught up. That's really my biggest point of contention, and I can see myself getting annoyed just playing the game once if I'm getting tripped up.
So that is Project Shield, where you are shielding yourself. Let us know what you guys think down below. Is this worth $1 to you?
If you like it, like it. If you don't like it, don't like it. Don't forget to check out the Patreon. Don't forget to subscribe, and as always,
We'll see you on the next one.